Black Ridge Asylum, located in rural Pennsylvania, was shut down in 1987 after decades of controversy. It was a psychiatric hospital notorious for its harsh treatments. Electroshock therapy, ice baths, and lobotomies were standard practice. Patients were said to scream through the night, but no one listened. The place gained a reputation not for healing, but for breaking spirits. Local legend says that even after its closure, screams can still be heard if you stand outside on a quiet night. 2 years ago, a group of urban explorers, including a man named Derek, decided to visit Black Ridge. Derek was a skeptic, always mocking ghost stories and dismissing paranormal claims. He saw the asylum as nothing more than a crumbling building, a perfect backdrop for edgy photos. The group entered through a side door, the wood warped and brittle from years of neglect. Inside, the air was cold, unnaturally so. Their flashlights illuminated peeling paint, overturned hospital beds, and medical tools rusted with time. As they ventured deeper, the group began to feel uneasy. "Do you hear that?" one of them whispered. Derek smirked. "It's just the wind." But it wasn't. The sound grew louder, a faint humming, like someone singing a lullaby. The group followed the noise to a long hallway lined with patient rooms. The doors were ajar, revealing graffiti-covered walls and rotted mattresses. At the end of the hallway stood a metal door, its surface scarred with deep scratches. The humming was coming from behind it. "Let's just leave," one of the group said, their voice trembling. But Derek was already pushing the door open. Inside was a room that didn't match the rest of the asylum. It was pristine. The walls were a stark white, the floor gleaming as if freshly cleaned. In the center of the room sat an old hospital bed, its straps hanging loosely from the sides, and lying on the bed was a figure, a man in a straitjacket, his face obscured by shadows. The humming stopped. Derek approached the figure, his camera rolling. "Hey buddy, you need help?" he joked nervously. The figure slowly turned its head, revealing hollow eyes and a mouth stitched shut. The room's temperature plummeted. Before Derek could react, the door slammed shut behind him. The rest of the group pounded on the door, but it wouldn't budge. Inside, Derek's flashlight flickered and died. In the darkness, he heard whispers. Dozens of voices speaking at once, growing louder and louder until they became a deafening roar. The group finally managed to break down the door, but the room was empty. Derek was gone. The only sign of him was his camera, lying on the floor. The footage was later recovered, showing Derek's final moments. As he approached the figure on the bed, the camera captured the whispers growing louder. He said, "Whispers. Watch the whispers. You can't hear a word." Whispers growing louder, Derek slowly retreated back to his bedroom. Then, just before the screen went black, a voice spoke clearly. "You shouldn't have come here." Derek was never found. His friends claimed they left the asylum immediately, but locals say they saw them wandering near the building for weeks after, mumbling to themselves and staring blankly into space. Black Ridge Asylum remains abandoned, but people still report strange occurrences. Lights flickering in the windows, muffled screams, as shadowy figures moving in the halls. Here are places in this world where darkness lingers, places that hold on to the pain and madness of those who suffered there. Black Ridge Asylum is one of them. If you ever visit, be careful what doors you open. Some things are better left forgotten.